Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 16. So before I get started, you guys, I'm just a small, quick little rant because I'm irritated. I just finished watching the fucking episode. And my problem is that I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville really could have been maybe like 14 episodes for the whole season. Okay, we are stretching this shit out ridiculously long. This is episode 16 that we on, and at the end of the damn show, they got the nerve to say later in the season. How much fucking more of the season we got? You know, it's different if we was getting episode after episode that was of some quality or something, but 2 filler episodes in a row starts to make me feel like we just trying to stretch this shit out, and it really doesn't. Now, I understand we about to have this fight with Martell and Marceau and everything. That's coming up, and that is going to be something big, obviously. But last night, like for real, we watched a whole episode of them talking about going on this fucking trip. 3 fucking conversations about going out of town. Come the fuck on. Y'all got me out here on my Sundays with this bullshit. Like, y'all already know I hate doing videos on the weekends, okay? I don't mind doing it if it's something of like, you know, but this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I was so aggravated. I was just like, so we just gonna go down the list, okay? Lewis is gonna talk to Tiffany, and then Marceau and Tisha, and then Kimmy and Marie. Like, it was just like, we could have done without it. So I don't know how many episodes are in the season. Must be somewhere around 20 something, okay? But I'm over it. I'm not over the show, but I'm over these fillers of them just trying to stretch shit out, and it feels so just okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My period is about to start, so niggas patience. I mean, TMI, but I was just sitting there aggravated. And then so did Love and Marriage DC aggravated me too for another reason. We'll talk about that when I do that video. But I was just like, okay, Carlos, I mean, you know, I love you, your shows and everything, but 16 episodes, and this is what we got for the 16th episode. I was over it. Just so, I'm just telling y'all that because my attitude probably gonna be a little funky in this review. Okay? Because, nigga, I want to go get me some damn drinks with my friends, and I'm out here with this foolishness. Got me mad on this Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. Let's get to this mess, you guys. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So the show opens with Letitia meeting Kimmy and Tiffany at the rock climbing facility. Okay, and when Kimmy gets there, she's just like, oh, I'm so terrified. What's this new way of talking that Kimmy does, too? I was just like, it's different, okay? It's cute, but this is her, for real, her reality show kind of personality. It's like, I'm not sure. Anyway, let me get my attitude right, y'all. It ain't right. It ain't right. I'm sorry. I'm just niggas. Anyway. So Kimmy says that she's afraid of heights, which I can appreciate because so am I. But certain things scare me, but then other things don't. So like, I think I could do a rock climbing, but I can't stand like on a roof and look over like the side of the roof down. It's like, that terrifies me. And I can't do zip lining, but I feel like I can kind of do the rock climbing to a certain extent. Like, anyway, it's levels to it, obviously. But this is scaring her, okay? So after the man give them the equipment and the apparatuses and telling them what they need to do, and, you know, don't worry about it, the thing got them and all of that, that is a little worrisome, you know, thinking that I got to lean back and just fall off this wall. I don't know about that, but, you know, Tiffany and Tisha, they get up there, you know, they do their thing. I don't know how far Tisha gets. I can't remember, but she climbs and Tiffany climbs well. You know, nobody's doing the fall back thing. Everybody's climbing back down. And Kimmy, bless her heart, you know, she gets so nervous and not knowing where to put her feet. And when she gets down, she starts crying. I was just like, yeah, you was really scared. I know that feeling. And then it's worse because people be kind of pressuring you to do something. That's how I feel like with roller coasters. I'm not getting on no roller coaster. I've gotten to the point now where I can just be like, bitch, fuck it, I ain't going. Okay, you can be mad all you want, but I'm not getting on no roller coaster. That's why the fuck I didn't want to come to this amusement park in the first place. Y'all begged me to come, so I come to the amusement park, and I tell you before we get there, I'm not getting on no roller coasters. And then you get mad when I don't get on the roller coaster. Well, that's a you problem. Shit. Anyway, so after they finish and, you know, we calm Kimmy down and we go sit down, you know, the girls, they rehash the Atlanta trip. Oh, what did you hear about it? Oh, you know, stripper poles, wine, a lot of ladies, you know, all of this. Then, you know, what you been up to, Letitia? Letitia says, well, you know, I've been going to Dr. Frantic, and him and his wife has something that she, you know, he want us to come. It's a couples retreat. So it's a couples retreat that Dr. Frantic and his wife is having. Letitia's inviting all the couples, and it should be really good. Well, Kimmy says, you know what? She likes Dr. Frantic because Maurice went to Dr. Frantic, and that seemed to have helped. She got a honeymoon out of it. Okay. So, yeah, Kimmy's down, and Tiffany was like, yeah, okay, maybe he can cool down Lewis and his hot. Let me not get X-rated in here. Cool down Lewis from wanting to have sex so much. You know, maybe he can talk some sense into Lewis. So she's down too. All the wives are down. Now they just got to tell the husbands. And that's what we got for the next 40 fucking minutes. Now, before we get with all of what the girls had to do with the husbands, let's talk about Mel and her thing. Let's get Mel's thing out of the way. So we see Mel at the house with her mom, and Mel is trying to pick out the clothes because she is going to be hosting at an event in Huntsville. I am so excited to be chosen to co-host the grand opening of the Orion Amphitheater here in Huntsville. Okay, have you guys noticed that Mel's voice is getting a little lower? It's not quite so Southern Belle as it used to be, because when she was sitting there talking to her mom, I was just like, oh, it's not the high Mel voice. I know when she gets excited, when she gets upset, that's when we really get it. That's when it comes out. But it's different. It is different, you guys. And but anyway, she's telling her mom that she's excited because, you know, people have been complaining there's nothing to do in Huntsville, so this will give people, you know, something to do. So this will be a lot of fun, okay? And Vanessa was just like, oh, I'm so sad that your kids will not be there. And Mel was just like, well, you know, me and Martell, we just aren't in that space yet. Well, side note, they are today. Because on Instagram Live recently, just the other day, everybody was all in an uproar that the Holtz, all of them, including Melody's mom and everything, they were on vacation together. And that's right, I mean Martell and Melody and the kids and the mom, okay? And yeah, I mean, looking at the video, wasn't nothing really going on. It was, you know, they were cooking and the fire alarm was going off, so they was trying to get the fire alarm off, but they had the camera set up, you know, so that everybody could see that they are actually successfully co-parenting. That's what we'll call it today, okay? Now, I just want you guys to remember, a long time ago, I told you that Melody and Martell will probably end up back together. I said, not right now. I said, but once everybody can get past the feelings, once everybody can calm the fuck down, once they actually start talking, maybe become friends. A lot of times these things happen. Okay, that's why it's very difficult for the new woman to come in, especially when you have somebody who really did love being married, like Martell said. Martell loved the marriage and he still did everything he needed to be in the marriage. Even Mel said that. But he also was doing something else on the side. Maybe Martell has learned his lesson, okay? I'm not saying that they was trying to be together now, but I still feel like they may make it back to each other. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But it's fine if they don't. And it's good that they were able to actually get to a space where they can, you know, co-parent and be around each other and everything and still create these memories. But, you know, I guess from two different households. But all right, that's all I got to say about that. God. Back to the show. Mel actually tells her mom she doesn't want it to be that way forever. So we know forever is just a few months later, right? She wants to be able to get to a point where her and Martell are cool and, you know, they can just do what's best for their children. Her mom was just like, well, you know that Martell has to come to terms with it. You know, how he's ruined his family, basically. And until he can really accept what he's done, he's going to continue to be in that toxic space. Well, I think that we are seeing that Martell has accepted exactly what he's done. This season, Martell is quite a bit, I'll give him that. He's quite a bit different than he's been in the past. You know, they're moving it on along. So Later on, we see the opening of the amphitheater. Mel is there. She's getting ready, and Vanessa and Mel's manager walk in. You know, she's getting her hair done, and she's just like, all right, you guys better show up. You know, Vanessa's like, I got your shirt on. I got coins to make, not friends to fake. Oh, that's right. I got coins to make, not friends to fake. I was just like, she just said that a few episodes ago. She already got t-shirts made. I ain't mad, Mel. Okay, make your little monies, girl. Anyway, today is the first show, hence grand opening of the Orion Amphitheater, and Mel is hoping that she can parlay this into being co-host or maybe even host of other things going on in Huntsville, or maybe even bigger, broader. You know, she also wants to start hosting her own maybe concerts out there in Huntsville. You know, she's got big plans. The manager is excited about it. Melody was just like, honey, let me tell you, my manager is always working on the Melody Cherie brand. So this was just another thing that the manager was able to get Mel on. So good for her. She's got all these wonderful people there supporting her today. Vanessa was just like, I wish the kids could be here. And, you know, well, we've already talked about that. You know, her and Martell aren't in that space. So, you know, she just can't even expect them to show up. But Martell does show up with the kids. Okay. Martell says, I understand that it is a big day for Melody, and the kids wanted to be here, so I brought the kids. Okay. All right, so to make Martell look a little bit less petty than Mel, since he still brings the kids to her event, but she couldn't do the same. So, you know what? Tick one up there for Martell. I'm sure that's why he did it. Or maybe he just, you know, I think that we're seeing the season of regrets in Martell. I think that he just really would like to be back with Mel, but it's just not possible right now. And we'll talk about why I think that later. But anyway, Mel gets up there. What's up, Huntsville? How y'all doing? Who child? Yeah, when I tell you, when she gets excited, that Southern Belle for real comes out. And Martell is sitting out there in the audience. I'm not sure. I mean, you usually can spot your kids a mile a damn way, you know, so she probably did see them, but they never made she never really said if she saw them or not. But, well, I guess she did make it seem like she hadn't seen them, because afterwards she gets a little break. She's in the back room talking to Vanessa, and then in walks Martell with the kids, and she was just like, oh my God, what are y'all doing here? Hey. You know, she's hugging the kids, and the kids are happy to see her and everything. Mel is glad that the kids are there. She was just like, I hope that Martell ain't gonna be here on some old negativity, because I need all of my vibes to be good, positive vibes today. Vanessa says she's gonna take the kids and get something to drink because it is hot out there. Then Mel thanks, you know, Martell for bringing the kids. You know, oh, absolutely. Okay. And then they just kind of sitting there awkward, and that's really how the show ends. But I wanted to get them out the way, because the rest of the shit is shit. Okay. But that's it with Martell and Mel. It do warm my heart to see that these two is, you know, when I saw them on that vacation, I was just like, and what y'all call that side girlfriend? I was just like, you know, she went on live a couple of times from what I understand too, and didn't really say nothing, but, you know, obviously was feeling away. Girl, leave that man alone. He still want to be with his wife. Okay, he fucked up, had to learn a hard ass lesson. And anyway, y'all, enough about that. On to the rest. Now, let's just talk about Martell. He meets with Lewis at the batting cage. I guess that's Lewis's business. They always meet there, so I'm assuming that is his business. He does like baseball coaching or grooming and conditioning of kids that play baseball, whatever. Anyway, you know, when Martell sees him, hey, Big Lou, you know, good to see you. You know, Lewis still there. You know, he say he's working on frustrations. This nigga stay frustrated. Okay. I was just like, is that going to be your middle name this season? Lewis Frustrated Whitlock? Lewis asked him, how's everything been going? Okay. Martell been studying for this home builders test. Okay. And Lewis was like, are you ready? And he was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to take it in about 2 weeks. And, you know, it's just something. I done build hundreds of houses, and I just can't get around this building test. Well, like Lewis said, everybody aren't testers. Some people know it like the back of their hand, but I don't know if it's the stress, the anxiety, you know, if you blank out or whatever, but you know, a lot of people do have a hard time taking tests, okay? But Martell is supposed to take it in 2 weeks, so we'll see if the man does pass. Anyways, Lewis says, let's throw the ball around while we having a conversation here, okay? So Martell says, okay, let's do it. So they put their gloves on and they throwing the ball back and forth to each other. Martell was just like, I haven't talked to you since the trip to Atlanta, and Lewis was just like, yeah, because he had a death in his family on his father's side, and he just felt like he needed to be home with his family. Martell was just like, well, how is Tiffany doing? You know what, Tiffany's good, you know, and you just got to make sure he makes the time for his wife and all of that, you know, and Martell was co-signing, you know, and Lewis kind of joked around like, you know, you took yourself out of that situation, you know, and Martell was just like, well, you know, I miss my marriage. Well, wait a minute. I miss being married. I said, nah, nigga, you had it the first time. You know he misses being married, okay, and married to Mel. All right, I mean, they have kids together. It's like all of that is just gone, you know, and especially when she didn't really do anything to bring this marriage to an end. I mean, I know everybody has their reason. I mean, people, it's not always just one person, but a good amount of it, the majority of the problems that they had to break them up is because of Martell. Okay, let's just keep it 100. So Martell always said that he loves being married. He loves being a part of that family unit. You know, he really, really misses that. And he was just like, and the next woman that I choose, she will, you know, be somebody fitting for me and my kids. Because he has to remember, he has 5 kids. Okay, so not only does the new wife, I mean, that is a big ass feat for the new wife. Okay, especially the way that it happened. He could never really work out with the other girl because she's always gonna be the one that broke my mama and my daddy up, you know? So it's already doomed, that one, you know? But if he did happen to be with somebody else, that woman has still got a big ass hill to climb too, because them kids is probably just like, you know, and even if we don't see it now, we'll probably see it when they get older. You know, sometimes those things affect them in the long run. Lewis asked him, well, how's Mel? You know, when's the last time you talked to her? And he was just like, well, you know, she won't answer the phone. She don't answer emails. I mean, I haven't talked to Mel in a long time. I was just like, you know, Mel, I don't want you back, you know, but he's just trying to figure out this co-parenting thing. Well, you're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry. Okay. We can fault Mel for a lot of things, but just because you ready to come around don't mean that Mel needs to be ready to come around. Everybody on their own fucking time, okay? So you sitting up here talking about her heart being dark and how she cuts off people or people cut her off because of the way she is. Okay, maybe the motherfuckers didn't need to be around any damn way, all right? And you are the reason that Mel is the way she is, all right? Because when we first met Mel, like I said, Southern Belle, high voice. It was her and Martell. They was a team. It was them, they kids against the world. They was, you know, they was really definitely a force, you know, in Huntsville. They was the power, they were trying to build themselves as this power couple and all. And so the fact that she, I mean, excuse her if she got a little bitterness in her. I think she deserves that. Okay, I think she should have the time to be fucking pissed off and as bitter as she wants to be until she gets out of that space. So I was, you know, him trying to say, oh, you know, just wait till you know, you gonna be, you know, y'all will be next or whatever. Don't put that on her, because you the reason. Shit. These men out here be fucking women up all the damn time. Then they want to turn around and say, no, nigga, let's talk about what you did to him first. Lewis tells him that she's only doing it to hurt him or what. It don't even matter why she's doing it. That's what she's doing. I don't fault Mel for them kind of things. Okay, give a bitch some time. So later on, we see Lewis at home, and he and Tiffany are packing for this trip. Now, Lewis is clear that they're going on this trip. She's already told him, and she tells him that she's got to leave early because even though she has taken off work for a lot of things, there's 2 things that she's not able to miss. So she's going to have to leave work early. And he was like, well, you leaving with me or without me? I mean, we came together, so shouldn't we leave together? Oh, yeah, you can leave too. Lewis is funky. It's like this passive aggressive kind of like, oh, so we going to be with Dr. Frantic, and oh, maybe Dr. Frantic can help us. And the fact that you don't never want to have sex. And, you know, she was just like if you maybe when you guys have one-on-one time and, you know, you start to realize that if you want to be fucking all the time, maybe you can squeeze in time to have a baby. And he was just like, well, I mean, you got to be around. You always busy in order to have a baby. I mean, we got to. I was just like, y'all don't watch I Love Lucy, but I just always bring it back to the damn time when friends said Ricky only know 2 fucking songs. Okay, Baba Lou, and you got to know how I got the name Blue. It's an insider. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just like, it's the same fucking song every damn episode with them. So yeah, she want to have a baby. They can't get enough time together because she busy. Okay, he want to have sex to have and maybe even think about having a baby, but you can't even do that. Now you trying to tell me you trying to have a baby. So anyway, circles. Going around in circles. And fly up in the sky high. Going around in circles. I'm so aggravated. I'm aggravated, you guys. That's it with Lewis and Tiffany. On to Kimmy. She's packing the bags at the house, and she tells Maurice that they're going on a trip. Who tells their husband that they just going some damn where? Okay? Or is it just me or something that we have to discuss together? I don't just spring it on them that we going somewhere. And a marriage retreat, no less. Of course, Maurice doesn't want to go. She's like, she thinks it'll be a good thing, and she actually thought that he would want to go. And he was just like, why would I want to go? Like, we're fine. We're not having any problems. Yes, you guys definitely are fine. That's why you keep inserting yourself in everybody else's shit, especially that damn Kimmy. Been in everybody's drama, okay? Stirring it up and everything. Maurice's whole thing is like, we gonna get there, we gonna be stuck, they gonna be arguing about their problems and all, and we just gonna have to be listening to their stuff all the time. And it's just like, no, why do I want to go? And she was just like, this will be good. Don't you think it's some certain things that, you know, we can improve on? Like, don't you think there's something I can improve on? And he was like, yes, absolutely. Okay, sex every day. And she was just like, yes, Maurice, but that's excessive to me. Okay, because everybody has work and shit to do, and we can't go around fucking Maurice all the damn time. Okay, but she was like, but that's the whole thing. Like, they'll do it once in the morning, and later on that evening he want to do it again. Like, nigga, you just got some early today. Now we ain't fixing to just be fucking all the damn time, right? Let me not say fucking so much because I'm gonna get flagged, but she was just like, it don't never matter because you never really satisfied. Okay, but all right. If that's gonna make you go on this retreat, then we can have sex every day. He says, no, I'm gonna go if you have sex 2 times a day. She was just like, see, that's what I'm talking about. I already told you that it was excessive, but if I'm going to, you know, if I'm going to try to meet you halfway, then I will have sex with you every day. But now you sitting up here saying you want it twice. That's my whole point. Then he got the nerve to get upset. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna go, but I was just like, she was like, you just turned this whole thing into, I said, that's how niggas will do you. That's how these husbands will do you sometimes, child. You can start off the conversation just as sweet as can be. Okay, and next thing you know, you having a full-blown argument. Then you go in the bathroom later because you almost about to cry and shit. You look in the mirror and be like, what happened? How we arguing already? I ain't even said all the joys of being married. Child, I done been there. But as of now, they're going on the trip as well. And then lastly, you know, we see Letitia and Marceau. She gonna take a different approach. She not telling them where they going. She just saying that, you know, she's already scheduled a babysitter. That's taken care of, and that she and him are going away. You know, he's like, oh, where are we going? She was just like, oh, we just going, you know, on a trip, and, you know, Lewis and Tiffany will be there, and Maurice and Kimmy will be there. And he was just like, oh, he was kind of like, why we got to go with Lewis and Tiffany? Like, what? They not all that fun. But then he was like, oh, you know, I did kind of have a good time with Lewis and all, you know. Oh, okay, like, you know, where are we going? Well, she doesn't tell him that it's a marriage retreat. She already knows that he's not going to want to go. So she just says, well, we're going to Nashville. Oh, I like Nashville. You know, it's a cigar bar up there that I can go to. Nope, we're not going to no cigar bar. Well, we can go shopping at the malls. Nope, we're not going shopping at the malls. You know, this is just us as friends, 3 couples, you know, working on our friendship and all of this. And he was just like, oh, okay. She said she got to work what she got to get what she wants. And I was just like, all of this going to take is for Marceau to call Maurice and just be like, hey, this going away thing, like, what you know about it, especially the way that Tisha was being so dodgy about it, you know. So that's why these things gets on my nerves, because it's just like y'all just want us to suspend reality thinking in our minds and just get on board with y'all with this mess. Like he just gonna wait till he get all the way up there to find out that they going up there with Dr. Frantic. I bet you Maurice would have called Marceau right away and been like, I know you ain't with this shit, you know? But okay, well, Marceau is in. Okay, we're all going away. This should be really nice, you know. He thinks that that Martell should be there. She was just like, no, it's just the couples. Okay, Martell don't need to be there. It's gonna be no yelling, no fighting. You know, he was just like, no, it's not a trip unless we have a fight. Maybe me and Maurice can get into a fight. She says no fights. Okay, but are you down, babe? And he says he's down. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get my attitude better for the next video, you guys. But I just make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do usually will be in some bottom bar. Maybe not on this video, but you can go back and look at some of the old ones, you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.